Hello everybody, it's the Mad Professor, it's Jules here. How are you doing today? I hope you're all having a brilliant, happy day. Now the first thing I thought I'd do today is share. I chose my happy card this morning and my happy feeling for today has been, today I feel enthusiastic. Now, how does that feel to feel enthusiastic? It feels to feel really, I'm really wanting to get going and I'm really enthusiastic and happy to have a go at new things. And I'm really buzzing and excited about things. So that's feeling enthusiastic. And I wonder what your feelings have been today in your happy cards at school. So remember this. This is the brain, isn't it? And we have our alarm brain, which is at the back, and our calm brain, which is at the front. And today, the activity I want to ask you to do is an activity that really helps you to get back into calm brain when maybe alarm brain has sort of triggered and you're feeling a little bit upset or worried, scared or frustrated or angry or jealous. So the thing I want to talk to you about is something called all about having voices in your head. Now, your teacher will be giving you something like this, a little piece of paper that's got a head on it and some shoulders, and that's going to be your head and shoulders. And what I want you to do is I want you to draw a picture of yourself. So make it look like you. Put your eyes on it and your hair and your mouth. And again, you can make that as lovely as you like, or just quickly, and then you can do that a little bit later. But the most important thing is what's sitting on your shoulder. Now, sometimes when I'm just about to start something new, or when I'm about to do something that perhaps I don't really want to do, I have a little voice inside my head, and it seems to be sort of, well, in fact, it seems to sit on my shoulder and sort of whisper into my ear. And this little voice can sometimes tell me things that aren't very nice. So it can tell me things like, oh, don't bother doing that. You won't do very well at that today. I wouldn't even bother doing that today. You're not going to do very well. You're probably going to fail. It's probably not going to work. And that's a little voice that I call my inner meanie, because that inner meanie tries to stop me from doing things. That inner meanie can also make me think that I'm not very good. And it'll say things like, oh, that's not a very good drawing, is it? Oh, look, wow, your drawing compared to the other people's drawings isn't very good at all. And that is very mean, isn't it? It's a very mean thing to think. But sometimes we can think that we're thinking that our drawing isn't very good, or we're thinking that we're not very good at playing football, when actually it's just a little voice that just actually sits on my shoulder, sits there and whispers and gets really loud actually in my ear and tells me all these things. So I want you to think about, have you got a little voice like that who talks to you and tells you things that you're not very good at, or tells you that you're not very pretty, or that you don't look very nice, or you don't talk very nice, or you just look different to other people? That's just a voice that's on the outside of you, and it's not part of you. It's just a voice. And sometimes we listen to that voice and we think it's the truth, but it's not. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to draw a picture of what you think that little voice might look like. Might it be a little creature or anything? It could be a colour, it could be anything at all. But I want you to imagine what that inner Meanie looks like. And when you can see what that inner Meanie looks like, I want you to draw a picture of it. Draw the picture, and when you finish the picture, I then want you to give that inner Meanie, that inner voice, that inner Meanie, I want you to give it a name. Give it a name and write the name down on your piece of paper as well. Now, this is the best bit of this activity, because on the other shoulder, sitting just here and whispering sometimes but quite quietly, is my inner friend. And my inner friend can be sometimes really quiet, doesn't really speak very loudly. But my inner friend can say things like, wow, you're doing that really well. You're amazing at drawing today. That's brilliant. Wow, you've been really confident today. And can you see the difference between the two voices? My inner friend, who talks to me on this side, is really kind to me and compassionate. That's a big word that means really kind and loving towards myself. So I want you to now imagine that inner friend. And I want you to draw a picture of what your inner friend might look like. And then I want you to give your inner friend a name and put that on your picture as well. So now, what you will know from now on is that yes, we do have that little voice that tells us we're not very good, or we're not very pretty, or we can't do things. But from now on, I want you to say to that little inner Meanie, it's okay. I know you're trying to look after me and perhaps not make me look a bit silly in front of people, but I've got my inner friend with me from now on. And my inner friend is going to support me and help me. And we can learn and we can grow together. And even if we make mistakes, my inner friend will be there to look after me and tell me that it's okay. So do you think you could do that activity for today? And if you do, I'm sure your teacher could take some pictures of your lovely drawings and send them through to me here at Happiness HQ. And that would be lovely for me to see your wonderful pictures. So I hope you have a wonderful time today in your Happiness Club, and I will see you very soon. And enjoy doing this activity, and I can't wait to hear all about it. See you. Bye.